only two men taking a chance.
I hope it's gonna let me be great this time, y'all. What's going on? It is a fabulous planning Friday, a fabulous real estate planning Friday. Now, let me just tell y'all what just happened. Ooh, sweet baby Jesus. My channels were not connected. Well, they were connected. However, sometimes you have to refresh your streaming tool. I use a third party tool called restream.io, and it was not streaming to any of the Facebook assets. So let me tell you, lesson learned today. Anytime I don't use this tool consistently, I need to make sure that I always refresh my streams before I plan a stream. Lesson learned, but we are planning for a successful 2022. What's going on, world? I'm your girl, Marky Lemons Rao, real estate keynote speaker, 5 times. Oh, I got to make sure you can see it. 5 times international best-selling author. I have been home sitting in this great chair ever since November the 16th, as I've had to have 2 lipedema surgeries. I don't know if you know this, but this ain't no regular fat. This is extraordinary fat, baby. And I have a chronic disease known as lipedema, but we have removed almost 10 liters of bad fat from my body, and I have one more surgery next Thursday. But in the midst of that occurring, we launched yet another top seller here, 6 figures in 12 months. So what I decided to do with 6 figures in 12 months is that on the 4th Friday of every month, we need to come and have a successful real estate planning session for the next month. Now, go on and pull out that other mobile device you got, because I know some of you operate with 2. There is a QR code right here where you can download what is going to be our foundation, our 8x8 planning sheet. I'm giving that to you as a PDF fillable file. I'm going to see if I can find the time to come over here and type it into the chat for you. But that is, what is it called? Oh, it is 8x86N12. I know that was a mouthful, bitly, but I'm going to see if I can type it in for you. Thank you for sending me healing energies my way. But let me show you what this looks like, because I am making this available to you. And let me tell you what we're doing here. Now, some of you have heard me say time and time again, in order to build a successful 6-figure business, you must add 2,880 contacts to your customer relationship management system. And that means that you essentially would close 20 transactions out of the 2,880 contacts. And if your average price point is $250,000, then you would earn roughly $5,000 per transaction, closing 20 transactions. That would get you to 6 figures. But the real question is, how do I remotely get there? So I decided to come up with an 8x8 tracker. That means that by 8 a.m., you're going to connect with 8 people. But we're going to be strategic about this, okay? And this idea that I got for this came from Annette Anthony, and Annette Anthony does 7x7. Hey, Annette. Well, first of all, 7 is an odd number. I wanted to give you a nice little square grid. And so we came up with 8x8. Now, this is what I want you to do. Not only can you buy this book on Amazon, okay, you can go over to Marky Lemons Live. You can also purchase this book at markylemons.com/6 and 12 planner. I think I got some links around here for you. But this is what I want you to do. Every single day when you wake up, you're going to set an intention. That intention is you're going to open your mobile device that you open in anyway, because you're taking it to the bathroom with you every single morning. What I want you to do by 8 a.m. every single day is to reach out to 8 people. But we're going to be very strategic about the 8 people, okay? Because we're going to add this 2,880 contacts to our customer relationship management system in a strategic manner. That means that I want you to apply the Ford model. Yes, I said Ford, like your F-150, F-O-R-D. What is Ford? Ford is an acronym that stands for Family, Occupation, recreation, and dreams. You're going to go through your feed and you're going to identify the Ford of the people in which you would do business with. And I'm going to give you a prime example of what this would look like. You're going to reach out to people in a very strategic like manner. Okay. And I'm going to just go over to Facebook. I want everybody right now to just go on over to Facebook. And when you go over to Facebook, I'm just going to go to my feed. Okay. Now remember, I'm keeping the Ford model in mind. FORD. And I'm going to just start scrolling through my feed. Of course, I see some real estate listings. That's great information. Okay. Let's see here. Somebody talking about a condo in a building. Let's see here. Jewel Measures had a closing today. Jules is an attorney here in the Chicagoland area. Let's see, someone telling me they stand 10 toes down. Yes, we want to stand 10 toes down. So I'm going to just keep scrolling through my feed because what I'm trying to find are going to be the Ford model of 10 people. So I see Darlene. I've known Darlene since college. We attended Chicago State University together. Darlene has lost a lot of weight. So remember, we're talking about family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Losing weight is a dream of Darlene. What I can now do is go back to my customer relationship management system and note how much weight Darlene has lost, right? But instead of me going over to Facebook on her feed, right, I can now slide directly into her DM and I can acknowledge that with a video message and or an audio message. Okay, now one thing that I like to do, and I want you to start implementing this process into your business. I am a Marshall TJ Maxx girl. Okay, and I always keep me a arsenal of note cards. So we've seen a lot of depth. Okay, and if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Let me say that death is inevitable. So I actually have cards for the death of pets, dogs and cats, right? Because they're like family. So I got two different versions of dog death cards because if someone's pet passes away, I want to be able to send them a card. I have happy birthday cards. I have best dad cards, but I have something awesome. Let me see. Is in the air. Best of luck on your new adventure. So best of luck cards, right? And these cards are inexpensive. None of these cards cost more than $1.99. Here's a thinking of you sympathy card. Here's another thinking of you sympathy card. And so you want to keep you a arsenal of cards. Now, I know that Darlene just relocated. Okay. So I could send her a card, one about the purchase of her new home, but also about her weight loss. And then I'm going to go back to my customer relationship management system, update the new mailing address. I almost know where she lives, okay, based on her post. But let me tell you how funny this is. So Skylar saw a building the other day and he asked the agent for the address. The agent did not respond with the address. I responded with the address. Skylar says, Ma, how did you know what the address was? Well, one, there was a business awning that had a business name. I Googled the business name. It told me the address. So people are telling you enough information that you can almost pinpoint where they are. Okay. So Skylar was like, you knew that address? It wasn't no rocket scientist, right? I saw the awning and I Googled the business, which told me what the address was. Now, Google is here for a purpose. We have to implement it in our 8x8 to allow us to identify the mailing address and connections of other people. Okay. So every single morning, we would come and we would open up the platform that we're hanging out on. That could be Facebook for some, for others, it could be Instagram. For some of you, it could be LinkedIn. And we want to identify that 8x8. The next person would be Yvette Jones. I know that Yvette Jones is a COVID survivor. She had COVID pneumonia. I see that she's taken a special test today, right? She posted it on Facebook. I can send her a message about, hey, keep your head up, something that maybe I might have read today that would lift and inspire her. What did I read today that could lift and inspire someone? Let me tell you what I read today. I read out of my book, Jesus Calling. Actually, one of the members of Six Figures in 12 Months sent me this book. But not only do I have the book, I also have the app on my mobile device. So people who I know who are spiritual, I share spiritual things with them. So let's keep going. Let's see here. Oh, someone's talking about ties today. I wouldn't do the tie. Someone is talking about credit today. So these are all the great things that people are talking about that are going on. Let me see. Spent the day getting my life together, and there are only 64 total emails in my work inbox. Guess what, Antonia? She's a attorney here in the Chicago area. Guess what? I could say, girl, I could send her a note. This is to getting things done. And there are a lot of cards around getting things done. Okay. So I think you are getting the idea. But let me read a little bit about this because I want to make sure that I don't leave out any details. Every day, people share their Ford with the world via social media, email, and text. So you want to also look at your emails. You want to also look at your text messaging. The key to growing your real estate business is understanding your clients' pain points and their desires. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It is not about you. It is 100% about your client. Add each person's forward to your customer relationship management system daily. Now, remember, we're going to do these 8 things by 8 a.m. because in doing 8 things by 8 a.m., we will have reached out and connected with 2,880 people. So now think about this. We can also ask for referral business because we came from contribution first. All right. The idea is that on Facebook and LinkedIn, spend 1 hour Monday through Friday identifying each person's birthday, promotions, accomplishments, and favorite activities. Implement an 8 by 8 campaign where you make 8 people feel special by 8 a.m. daily via email, messaging, or mailing them something special. To earn that 6 figures per year, you need to add 2,880 contacts to your customer relationship management system, or you need to touch 2,880 people. So the real question is, do you want to earn a 6 figure income this year? If you want to earn a 6 figure income and you've never earned a 6 figure income, that means that you're going to have to be strategic. You're going to have to implement new tools that you've never implemented before in your life. Let me brag on myself. I was diagnosed with lipedema last March. I have been on medical leave ever since November the 16th. I have had 2 surgeries in the past 60 days. My business operated at a 3% cost of goods sold. My business, I had my number 1 net year in history. Wow, dealing with chronic disease while having 2 surgeries. Why? Because I'm strategic, because I have a plan of action. It's also how I earned $240,000 my very first year selling real estate. I don't have this beautiful Carly Award for nothing. I got this Carly Award because almost 20 years ago, before we had Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, when I had to buy lists, right? I was able to accomplish a 6 figure income. I've actually probably always earned 6 figures per year, but I've become more strategic over time. You got to set that time aside in order to get this done. And the reason 2021 was so successful is because I knew I was going to have those surgeries, because I didn't want to be laid up in bed and not have income coming in, because I had to turn down at least 10 jobs. 10, and I make a lot of money per job. I need you to know that. 10 jobs. So I netted more money, and I had to turn down what equivalent to what more than what the average household earns per year. Keep that in mind. So this year, Because of my private membership group, which is 6 figures in 12 months, would love to have you join us. My group is making me better. That is why this 6 figure planner is dedicated to the founding members of 6 figures in 12 months. They've told me what they wanted. I have 700 agents consistently telling me what they want, and I'm listening. So when you tell me you want something, it's my responsibility to create that. People want checklists. People want step by step how to do it. I'm giving you checklist. I'm giving you step by step how to do it. And to do it where it won't cost you any additional money in order to implement it. Yeah, the cards are going to cost you money. You should be mailing something anyway, okay? But now I have cards specifically for the pain point that people are experiencing because they made them, okay? And so when you're at your Marshalls and your TJ Maxx, while you're checking out, or you can go to the back of the store, right? They got a card section. Pick up cards for things that occur every single day in the lives of people around you. Go over to Canva, get you a free Canva account, all right? And create a happy birthday message. Create a happy birthday video because now Canva has one of the most robust video editing tools out there that they're allowing you to use for free. That's how I got to a 3% cost of goods sold. And I'm not cheap. I pay for the things in which I want, but I'm strategically planning my funds because only a fool is easily parted with their money. And my mama did not raise a fool. But let me tell you something. I did part with some money probably about 20 some years ago. And I knew then I didn't like how it felt. I wouldn't be doing that again. So if it happens to you one time, you're like, let me take control of this situation. Let me get my money in order. So I'm going to come over here to the chat, see if anybody has any questions. If you're not on your mobile device, you can pull your mobile device out and you can scan the QR code. That QR code is going to allow you to download via Dropbox the actual 8x8 grid that I am talking about. Okay, so the 8x8 grid, you can download it by going to that QR code. It is a PDF fillable file. Okay, or you can actually buy this planner, okay, at Amazon or on my website if you want to have a actual digital download. So this comes digital download on my website or over on Amazon. We've been selling a whole lot of these lately. And then once a month on the fourth Friday, I'm going to come, and every single month we're going to cover a different sheet in this book. Today we got started with the 8x8, and then I'm going to go back and cover some of the other sheets because if I can change your mind right now that you can reach out to 8 people by 8 a.m. every single day by leveraging your mobile device, and you start today, okay? Today it won't be an 8 by 8 a.m. It'll be an 8 by 8 p.m. All right? Because it don't cost you any money. All right? It doesn't cost you any money, and it's what you're supposed to do. And it's not about you. And should you post your wins on the internet? Yeah. Who posts more wins than Marky does? But Marky solves problems. Marky has a podcast, and Marky got books, and Marky got videos. I solve problems, okay? So that when I ask you to spend some money, it's not a problem. And so if the only information you're posting is about your wins, you're not connecting at the next level. And the likelihood is your cost of goods sold is going to cost you more money because you're not allowing your sphere of influence to get to know you. Because once you slide into the DM or you send them a handwritten note or you send them a card about them, they're going to pay more attention to you. But you have to focus on them. You have to solve consumers' problems first if you want to build that raving fan of people. It's not about you. And I'm telling you for 2 reasons. The number one reason is the psychology course I had to take in undergrad, okay? But the second one, I don't mention this a lot, but I did work for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals for 2 years. I was number one in our region in Zoloft sales. Baby, I could sell some Zoloft to you. I can talk about anxiety and depression, okay? And what that looks like because your serotonin levels, right, are a little off balance. But it's also one of the reasons that I pray for mental clarity and physical endurance because I sold Zoloft and I sold Aerocept. With that being said, I went through pharmaceutical sales training for the number one pharmaceutical sales company in the world at that time. I don't know if Pfizer's still number one with my good 401k with matching, okay? What I was taught was that I had to be like a chameleon. The doctor and the nurses in the office, they didn't have to fit to Marky Lemon's round schedule. They didn't have to fit to my personality. It was not about me. It was 100% about me engaging the first person at the front desk in order to get in to see the doctor. And they didn't care what doctor it was. A pediatrician has one personality. Your neurologist and your orthopedic surgeons, baby, they so arrogant, it's unreal. That means I had to go in there and eat crow and I had to alter my personality because I had to be like a chameleon in order to sell to them. You in sales, you got to be like a chameleon. It is not about you, it is about you solving the problems. So get your 8x8 grid, going by your 6-figure planner, put me on your calendar for the fourth Friday of each month at noon. Every single month, I'm going to come and share something different with you. Next month, I believe we're going to talk about target audiences. And I'm also going to give you a target audience sheet because we have to be very strategic. I happen to know who my audience is. My audience is female. 70% of my audience is female. 80% of my engagement comes from females. Number one age bracket, 45 to 54, because I'm them, because I understand the pain points of what women in that age bracket are going through. Okay. I was in a relationship before I got married, a long term relationship. You know, I got 2 children, I got a blended family. Okay. All of that I can talk about. I can talk about needing readers in your glasses and you wanted to kick your eye doctor when he tell you because instantly you felt like you were old. So we are going to definitely discuss what that target audience looks like, okay? But we're going to take this 1 month at a time. For the next 30 days, I want you to get up. I want you to set aside time to do an 8x8. You're going to just go to your platform of choice. You're going to look at 8 things going on in the lives of other that pertain to their Ford, not yours. That means their family, their occupation, their recreation, and their dreams. You're going to strategically reach out to them. Don't post directly on their page or their feed with 200, 500 other people. You want to go into the DM. You want to find their email address and email them, or you want to find their mailing address. You are going to make this your habit because I promise you, if you do this one thing, you can increase your income. And let me say this, you're going to do this one thing and do it consistently. Doing it one time ain't going to work, okay? You doing it just today is not going to get you to where you want to go, okay? But you're going to do it every single day. That means you will have reached out 2,880 people and you will have impacted their lives so that in 3 months or 6 months, when we implement another campaign and it's the how to get a referral campaign, you can reach out to them and say, do you know someone looking to sell their house? I want to be your real estate referral source. Anyone in the neighborhood not happy, looking to move. I can tell you which one of my neighbors I think would move first. Okay. I ain't going to tell you because Skylar got that on lock. But I understand based on the language of my neighbors who's likely to sell first. All right. So guys, your girl, I'm not 100% back. I'll come back to work March the 1st. I am still on medical leave. I want y'all to throw some prayers up for me and some good vibes. If you're not a praying person, we got one more surgery next Thursday. And then your girl is done. I don't want them to touch me not one more time, okay? But in the meantime, I want you to go and make more money. I want you to connect with your sphere of influence on a totally different level. And so that when I come back next month, right, and I'm healing, all right, you will start to see the impact of you being strategic in your business so that we can get everybody to six figures in 12 months. Not everybody, those that take action. So, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm only supposed to be coming over here for 30 minutes. We did have a little tech issue. A couple of people want to know where can they order the book. So hold on one second. Let me go over here and pull a couple of links for you. And I'm going to drop those links down for you on where you can order the book. The question is, what format do you want the book in? You can get this book and you can get it digital. You can also get this book, and I'm going to drop that digital and place it here for you. You can get the book digital. You can also get the book over on Amazon. Okay, so you can get that book over on Amazon, but I am typing in something here for you so that I can post it and you can see these links. And I'm going to add this for you right now and show it. So the very first place is markylemons.com/6in12 planner. That is if you want to get it digital. The digital download version is $14.99. We also have this same book over on Amazon. So the same book is available for order on Amazon. Amazon has been doing a really good job at getting these books out. Okay, they've been doing a fabulous job of getting these books out. And if you want to, you can simply go over to amazon.com /shop/Marky Lemons Unlimited. But of course, I'm going to come and I'm going to post that for you as well. We're going to paste that down. If you want to get this book, let me add this and add that for you. And so either way, you can get the book. However, once per month when we come and we do our training class, I am going to put a QR code for you to download one of the PDF assets that we have. I've had hired somebody to come and do PDF fillable, and everybody who is a member inside of our 6 figures in 12 months, they get a copy of the book. If you've not tried out my private membership group, I would say you definitely should come and join us at least for 30 days. We have a really good time over in our private Facebook group. Let me post that link for you, which is markylemons.com/membership. They get everything. They get everything and they get it first. Okay. So they've had their planner since the beginning of the year. They get the PDF fillable. They get the original planner. They also have copies of the Social Selling Journal. They also have copies of the Modern Real Estate Professional's Guide to Success. I got another book sitting here. I'm looking for it, right? So all of these are a part of our arsenal of tools to build successful real estate agents. I have quite a few agents that we've gotten to 6 figures in 12 months, a lot of success that is going on around me. But of course, I'm being more strategic based on our private group. When they ask for something, I am going to implement it because they've paid for it. What do you get inside of the 6 figures in 12-month membership? They get a monthly masterclass live. They get a live monthly group coaching. They also receive a template every single week. And they're able to preview my podcast with all of the different guests that I have. So on Monday, we have Owen coming over. He's my YouTube video guy. And we have Nick Liebert. So people can do a 15-minute Q&A with them to ask them questions. We have a full-fledged Facebook ad recordings. We got a lot going on, guys. And when people ask for things, my goal is to implement them, not all at one time, okay? But we've implemented quite a few things. So we would love to have you in our membership, but if nothing else, make sure that you go and you get your planner, because I'm going to meet you here live on the 4th Friday at noon so that we can have some real estate planning so that you can be successful. Make sure that you go on and you get that link, and I'm going to post it later on this channel so that if you can't get it right now, you can get it later, because you're going to implement an 8x8. So when y'all running up to me out in these streets, I'm going to ask you, what's your 8x8 looking like? I want to know who you've connected with, because we are going to connect with people. All right, guys. I want you to have a fabulous Friday, and I will see you back here well before the fourth Friday of next month, but put me on your calendar.